we're seeing the ETFs start soaking up Bitcoin once again. We had 4 straight days of inflows because Grayscale had 4 straight days of minus 100 sells. Okay, that's good. And others are able to make up for it. And we had 4 consecutive days of inflow going back to the previous week. You could see we started out one day on the very right side. One day we started out like on Monday, we had a red day because of Grayscale. And then we had 4 days of green. Kind of like last week though. Last week we had the same thing. But the week before that, we had massive sells from Grayscale. But overall, we're net positive. We're seeing a lot more inflows these days into the ETFs. And that means there's less Bitcoin to go around. That means we are getting ready to go higher. Okay? That's what it means. That's what it means. That's a major buy signal. I told you guys, Grayscale, once Grayscale starts, let me start again. Once Grayscale stops selling, that's when we have the green flag. That's when Bitcoin is ready to go higher and form a new high. And this comes right at the time before a major event that I'll get to. But first, just so you, in case you guys care, I always care about this because I like to see how much Bitcoin is in each fund. And, you know, BlackRock is up to about 264,000 Bitcoin, around $18 billion worth. This comes only after 3 months, $18 billion. Then you have Fidelity, that's over $10 billion. And then you add ARK and Bitwise together, they're over $5 billion. Okay, that's a lot of billions. Now, Grayscale, despite their selling, which has slowed down, they still hold 322,000 Bitcoin. So, in accumulation, all these guys hold $57 billion worth of Bitcoin. And that will only increase from here on out. Okay. I mean, they already hold, I think, what did I say last time? I think I covered it yesterday or the day before, but like around 6% of the total supply already. I mean, that's staggering that you can accumulate 6% of Bitcoin within such a short amount of time. Again, don't let the big boys, what I keep saying, don't let the big boys take your life-changing wealth away from you. Don't let them steal away all of your Bitcoin. Okay? That's very important. Okay, last few things about Bitcoin. If you're looking at drawdowns from the previous cycles and now, you can see how tame it is. Okay? Some of these drops that we had, 10%, 15%, 20%, seems like it's bad. But if you lived through some of these previous cycles, you know that they're absolutely nothing. We are so calm compared to previous cycles. It's not even close. It's not even close. Again, why? It's due to the supply shock, due to the ETFs, due to the big boys that continue to keep on buying. So even when the market makers or the manipulators are trying to manipulate, they can't do much because most of it is being eaten away, right? So again, if you're thinking that, you know, it's not looking good, it's not looking bright, why are things not moving? Why are they going down? Blah, 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 right? Just remember right now, we're living through the calmest cycle so far in Bitcoin's history, and it's not even close. So imagine the previous cycles. Yeah, like this. I've lived through that. That was not fun. That was not fun at all. But that's how previous cycles were. And you know what? We may get more dips along the way after the halving event, as we push higher and higher, we'll probably get more dips. But do I see like 38% dips and 5 or 6 30% dips? No, I don't think we're going to see that. We're going to see maybe 15% dips, 20% dips. I don't think we're going to see 38% dips. Those are horrific, guys. Horrific. They're not fun. right before the halving event, which is only 15 days. That's 2 weeks, guys. 2 weeks until the most bullish event, the most bullish catalyst, I should say, for price appreciation for Bitcoin. Okay, just take a second to think about that. The number one thing that causes Bitcoin to go sky high in price of every cycle is the halving event. And it's coming in 15 days, guys. 15 days. This is the reason why you want to stay strong. You want to stay focused. You want to continue to DCA and HODL, because life-changing wealth is coming around the corner. And in case you're wondering, whoa, what's the big deal about a halving event? What, who cares? Well, this is why you should care, because, the very first halving event, we saw Bitcoin go up 92x afterwards. Then the second one went up 30x. The last time, 8x. This time, even if we go up 5x, okay, not even 8x, if we go 5x from our current level, we're talking about Bitcoin around $300,000 to $400,000. So this is the reason why you should care about the halving event, because the parabolic phase is coming right around the corner. And of course, where is Bitcoin going to end? Like I said, it could be $300,000, it could be $400,000, right? Maybe if it doesn't go that high, maybe it does a 3x or a 4x, we go to 200, 250,000. Hey, that's quite okay. That's quite okay. That's pretty large number. Anything above 6 digits, things are going to get really nutty and really crazy. So just think about that. By the time we get halving, which is about 2 weeks, around that time, it's predicted that BlackRock will hold more ETFs, or hold more Bitcoin, I should say, than Grayscale, which would be unfortunate. It's almost like it's planned. It's almost as if BlackRock called Michael Sonnensen and said, hey, once we go live, the strategy is you got to start selling and we're going to be buying. I don't know, because it's almost like a complete inverse relationship, right? Like it looks exact opposite, and now they're closing in, and I'm not so sure that's a good thing, but it's happening. It's happening. So hopefully Grayscale stops selling, and then we're going to have a good old time afterwards.